Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a whale of a matchup today. This is a huge comparison, guys. Gunter Schlierkamp, 2002, Show of Strength, legendary version, legendary performance, versus another legendary performance in Big Ramy, Mamdouh Elssbiay, 2020. Mr. Olympia version. I mean, he defeated the likes of, I was going to say Phil Heath, but Phil Heath way down in third. Defeated Brendan Curry, current champion, an outstanding version. He defeated Hattie Shupin, defeated a lot of gentlemen, but he never once defeated Ronnie Coleman. In particular, smack dab in his prime, 2002. Might have been a bad year for Coleman, but still, right smack dab in his prime. Gunter Schlierkamp, he defeated that version. Ronnie Coleman, that's unbelievable, guys. So there's a lot of mystique around this version. Now, sizing these guys. I just got into trouble with the Sean Roden, Chris Bumstead match. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. I might have got it a little bit wrong. But you guys, some of you guys, not all of you people, but some of you people, I mean, you're claiming, oh, Sean Roden's only 5'8", and Chris Bumstead 6'2". Where does that come from? First of all, the men's classics physique division competitors, and I'm not making excuses for myself, I'm telling you a fact, they maximize every inch. You know how they measure themselves? First thing in the morning while they're laying down, it maximizes their entire height. So when Chris Bumstead says he's 6'1", that's a stretched out, I'm talking maxed out Chris Bumstead. Hey, Sean Roden does that, he's probably going to be a little bit taller too. But anyway, I'm covering my own buttocks. Let's go through the poses because this one, we're wasting a little bit of time on this. Although I do like to address your concerns, so it's not really a waste of time. Now, the flow of this one, Big Ramy has it, for sure. The X-frame, the V-taper, midsection, in my opinion. Now, the biceps. Gunter's biceps are huge. World class, in fact. But this was never a strong pose for Gunter. Now, condition-wise, if you take a close look, not the clearest pictures in the world for Gunter, but man, oh man, look at the striations in his quads. Now, I get criticized sometimes for using this. It's a dark and foreboding version of Big Ramy, the picture anyway. This is from the finals, and it doesn't look like he's striking the shot, does Big Ramy, and I get some criticism on that. But you got to go with what you have, guys. And I think Gunter looks a little bit better in this comparison. Those quads of Ramy are massive. But are they going to help him in this? Considering that the calves, there's more of a balance for Gunter Schlierkamp. But either way, Gunter's not losing in the conditioning. But I think he is losing the shot. Go to the front lat spread. And this is another one, guys. Gunter's conditioning. Take a look at the teardrop. Keep in mind, not the clearest pictures in the world. But I mean, imagine if they were. From the blurry pictures, from what you can see, the guy was peeled. Just as peeled as the day is short or long, whatever time of year it is. Now, again, I think Ramy is winning the shot. He's got a superior X-frame. His lats are filled out. Although those nice lats, a little bit smaller, but I think very Dorian-esque for Gunter. It's a good, clean shot. Not the best in the world, but I mean, his conditioning is there. It's tight. He's every step of the way right there with Big Ramy. And again, guys, look at the quads. Now, in a front lat spread, I think considering I am looking for an X-frame, those massive extra inches on the quads, I like them. Of course, he needs to pick up the pace on the calves. Let's go through the poses and talk about getting in trouble sizing these characters. Big Ramy, I probably even could have stood to make him a little bit shorter in this one. He stands very low in the side chest, guys. Very low. And Gunter, you can see from his far leg, he's standing up straight. So he is. And he's tall, guys. And it was truth be known, and I'm not just making excuses here, tall bodybuilders that were over 6'1", 6'2" would generally lie about their height. Gunter, look at the comparisons with him and Ronnie Coleman. It looks like he's about 6'5". He looks like a giant. So he might even have been taller than 6'2". Either way, he is a giant. I like the muscle tie-ins of Gunter. This isn't the clearest picture. Actually, let's bring another one up from the Show of Strength. It doesn't show the rest of the legs. But I mean, you could see from the sizing of the other one that the sizing was, decent. Big Ramy's bigger as far as the wheels are concerned, but look at how peeled and dry Gunter is in that aspect, in the glutes. And I think upper body Gunter would have this one. Look at the tie-ins of the chest. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger-like. If you want to know what Arnold would look like nowadays, look at Gunter Schlierkamp in his prime. That's Arnold, I'm telling you right now. So I think I was giving an edge to Ramy in the first two, but it was close to conditioning. And, well, I guess this is just the first of the two side shots. Let's go to the side tricep. I was definitely giving an edge, like I said, to Gunter. Side chest development, but here in the side tricep, I don't know. Not a good shot for, I don't want to sound disrespectful. It's not the best shot for either of these two guys. Actually, Ramy doesn't look too bad, midsection, things of that nature. And he's probably, I think he's beating Gunter in this. Gunter, I don't know, there was something about his side tricep. It was never the best. But hey, I guess he's defeating Ronnie Coleman, and that probably wasn't the best shot for him either. I sound so disrespectful sometimes talking about these legends, gods among men. This is it, guys. This is it. This is Gunter Schlierkamp. This is why he beat Ronnie King Coleman. Ronnie was always beating everybody on the conditioning of the glutes. Look at all of his matches. Whether it be Jay Cutler, whether it be Kevin Levrone, anybody, he was beating them all in that aspect. Except for Gunter Schlierkamp. Look at his glutes, guys. And that's one thing that Big Ramy, he really picked up the pace as far as that was concerned. He had the driest glutes up there at the Olympia. But look at even the tops of the glutes of Gunter's. I mean, he has a death face in his butt. For goodness sake, so does Ramy, but I don't think it's as dry and as peeled. There's even a Christmas tree. He even has a Christmas tree, does Gunter. Now, if they're both the same condition, might even give it to Ramy, but they're not. And look at the outer lats of Gunter. I would say for sure, guys, he is getting the rear lat spread. Strong point here. Go to the rear double by. This is a weaker shot for Gunter. He doesn't even look as peeled in the glutes. I mean, he's good in condition. It's not a very clear shot. I think the rear lat spread was a much clearer picture. Just looks like a cleaner, neater shot for Big Ramy here. It is tilted a little bit thusly, but I'm making excuses. This was never the most symmetrical shot for Gunter Schlierkamp. And like I said, he was beating Big Ramy, and his rear double by was never the most symmetrical in town either. It looks, his arms, I think his limbs are a little bit too long in this. Gunter Schlierkamp's. Hey, you hit the pose the wrong way, you end up looking like a big spider. You guys know who said that. The evil Lord Ken Waller. Anyway, guys, all jokes aside, I love Ken Waller. I admit it. Turn around. This is a close one. And I think Big Ramy has a chance to catch up here in the ab and thigh, I would say. Gunter, he is dry in this, much like an Ian Valliere. He is dry in the ab and thigh pose, but it goes straight up and down. The abs do not protrude like you really want them to, and as peeled and as dry as his legs are. I just don't think it's going to match Big Ramy. I think Big Ramy, he's making this decision all that much more difficult for those of you who were going for Gunter Schlierkamp. Finish this one off with the most muscular. And this is a very tight decision, guys. Big Ramy was winning in some of the shots. In particular, the front shots. But they were not really blowouts, I don't think. Gunter was winning in the side chest. He was winning in the rear lat spread. Is he winning the most muscular? Well, it's a crab position. I might even go with Big Ramy on this one. So much wider, so much bigger. It's going to be hard to reach an end of the day at this one, guys. This is a tight decision, That rear lat spread, how peeled and how diced Gunter was, it almost made me think, okay, he's winning this one. But then, Ramy, he was catching up in that ab and thigh. We're going to have to look at the Christmas trees. Now, this is obvious, guys. Not too many gentlemen on the earth ever could pull off a Christmas tree like Gunter is here. This is Dorian Yates. This is Dorian-esque. If you look at Dorian Yates' Christmas tree pose when he does this, I mean, you can even see lat insertions there. It's unbelievable. Maybe not as symmetrical as a Dorian Yates, but probably a whole lot more peeled in the glutes. Now, Big Ramy's Christmas tree, in comparison, not the best. Is it the right timing for a Christmas tree pose? I don't know. Maybe not. A little bit biased in this one. This is a good matchup, and this is a good example of it could go either way. Here is your winner, guys. And it's a difficult thing to pick a winner in either one of these matches, any one of these matches that I do. I could very well do this one next year at this time and pick Big Ramy, but here today, I picked Gunter Schlierkamp. It was the Christmas tree pose was the deciding factor, I guess. Like I said, Big Ramy probably winning, and that was an edge in the front 2 shots. And I think Gunter was getting a point in the side chest. Side tricep, maybe Ramy. I would have give the rear lat, maybe even the rear double bi to Gunter. It was close. But I was giving the conditioning to Gunter when I seen the back developments. And that's a big difference for me. Of course, Ramy could have won. He was probably getting a point in the ab and thigh. Most muscular, could have won either way. And this matchup could have won either way. It was the Christmas tree comparison. It was a knockout. And I mean a knockout for Gunter Schlierkamp. He won the show of strength with dryness, with conditioning. And he won this match same way. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Have a great day.